Good morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. I got a request from one of my subscribers to show them how I did this paper pumpkin alternative. Really the only thing I am using the envelope, one of the envelopes, and then the stamp set and the sequins for this card. And the way I did it was I have my butterfly dies, the Brilliant Wings dies, and this is the stamp set that goes with it. Well, I didn't want mine together, so I cut my stamps apart, and then I had my husband take his snips. He used to be a sheet metal worker, and so he has all kinds of snips, and he snipped these apart for me. So I took these three butterflies. You got to be really careful because there might be a few sharp edges from where they're snipped apart. So once I had him do that, then I took a piece of basic white, and this is, measure it for you. This will all be on my blog. 4 by 5 1/4. And then what I did, I took a piece of the envelope, I opened it up because there's the fold, and what I did to kind of, you're not really going to see that fold because it's going to be under the butterfly, but I went ahead and took my bone folder and just kind of rubbed it across there to kind of smooth that fold out a little bit, so it was, you could barely see it. So I cut the envelope apart, and this piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So you want to get as much of the colored part as you can once you open up your envelope, because what I'm going to do is glue this here. And the way I got these where I wanted them was I took my dies and kind of just laid them on this piece that's going to go underneath. So I kind of have an idea of where the colored part was. And then this piece that's going on the inside for this butterfly right here is just a part of the flap of this envelope. And I just cut it down to where most of the yellow was showing. So the first thing you're going to do is arrange your butterflies, put them on here, make sure you have room for your greeting from the stamp set, or you could use you don't have to use the stamp set. You can use happy birthday, thank you, whatever. Just something that will fit in this corner. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Okay, so once I figured that out, then I cut these out. And I cut one out in this corner right here because I'm going to put that there. So get this out of the way. And then I flip this over, and I'm going to put glue just around the very edges of this. And let's go ahead and use this silicone mat. I have a tendency to get glue everywhere. So we're going to put a thin line of glue around the very edge of this piece here. Just like so. And then I went ahead, and this is the back, and I put a little bit of glue in between these butterflies like this, because I didn't want this lifting. So I just kind of put a little bit of glue around them. Just, it kind of helps hold them in place when it's on front of card. Just like so. Okay? And then I took this piece, turned it over, and centered it on here, because I know that I had the butterflies where I wanted them. So I just centered this on the back, just like so. And then give it a good rub. Okay, just like that. And hopefully none of your glue is showing through. Okay? And then I did the same thing with this piece. I'm just going to glue this right on the back. So I put glue around the edges, like so. And then put a little bit of glue kind of around this butterfly in certain places. So, okay. Then I took my piece of envelope. And this one you can put clear to the, as close, not all the way to the edge because you don't want it showing. Just leave a really thin little margin. And just give it a good rub. Flip it over. And that's on there. Okay, let that dry. We'll come back to this. We're going to glue this to the front of our card. Just like so. Now you can do this with any designer series paper. You can take this design, this card layout, and make all kinds of things with it, with these butterflies, or any dies that are like this that come out. Anyway, so you put that on there. Then you're going to take each one of your butterflies and you're going to put just a small amount of glue, or you can use glue dots. I used glue because I knew it would stick good, really well. So I put glue here, and then I glued down put just a dab of glue on this antenna because I wanted them to stay stuck down. And you kind of want to make your wings go up a little bit, and then just put that in the spot where it goes, just like that. So you do that with each butterfly. Just like so. Put them in its spot. Make sure you get those glued down because you don't want them coming up, and then you're gonna like that with the wings. Okay. They'll flatten out in the card when you put it in the envelope, but they'll pop back up. Just like so. Okay. Just like that. And then you can take your front or your inside piece. I've already stamped it. And then you're going to just glue this to the inside and do the same thing with the butterfly. Kind of gives it some interesting dimension without a lot of dimension to go through the mail, because the butterflies will flatten out a little bit. So then you do the same thing with this butterfly. Put your glue on the body, just like so. You can get it to come out without too much coming out. Just like that. Put it in its spot. Like that. Lift your wings. And then you're going to take your sequins and put a sequin right. Let's see, where did I put that? Kind of on the head, I think. Yeah. I put the sequin as the head of the butterfly. So then you do that to the front. Give each butterfly a sequin. And that's your card. Really, really simple card. Of course, you want to make sure you got all your pieces out, punched out. I really appreciate you watching, and I want to thank you for all my subscribers, and I have a goal. I don't know if I'll make it this year, but I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd like to have a giveaway, a drawing at the end of, as soon as I reach that many subscribers, I'm going to have a drawing. So stay tuned for that. I'm at 623 the last time I looked, so I got a little ways to go, but anyway, that's my goal, to get 1,000 subscribers. So I hope you like this card. Give it a thumbs up. This, like I said, this is the August paper pumpkin. That's where I got the stamp set and the envelope paper. So I hope you have a blessed day. If you click the down arrow, it'll take you to my blog where the dimensions for this card and the colors. This is Night of Navy that I used here, and basic white. So you have a blessed day and have fun stamping.